Welcome to the New Zealand Auckland Mission. Let's talk about driver safety. First, we all know that cars drive on the left side of the road in New Zealand and that there are a lot of roundabouts used to control traffic. It's easy to remember how roundabouts work if you're familiar with the parable of the sheep and the goats that the Lord gave when he was talking about the final judgment. There are goats that are on the left and the sheep are on his right, and the sheep have preference and priority. They are preferred. It's exactly the same with roundabouts. The vehicle on the right has the right of way in a roundabout. The general rules for roundabouts are you should slow down before you come up to the roundabout and be prepared to give way or yield. The second rule is you give way to all vehicles that will cross your path from the right side as you enter the roundabout. So let's do some analysis here. Let's assume that you're the white car here and other cars are going to come into the intersection, and we're going to figure out who is the sheep who has the right of way and who's the goat who must yield to the sheep. Okay, which car is the sheep and which car is the goat? In this case, the white car is the sheep and has the right of way, and the red car has to yield to the white car. The white car doesn't even have to stop. It can go right through the roundabout. Okay, what about this situation? Who has the right of way, the white car or the orange car? Of course, it's the orange car because the orange car is to the right of the white car. So the orange car does not even have to stop. It can go right through, and the white car has to yield. Let's look at a couple of examples of infringements. They look like this. They come on blue paper. They come to the mission office. In this case, the missionary was speeding 57 in a 50-kilometer-per-hour speed limit area. How do you avoid such a ticket? You slow down. And you remember that you're almost always on camera. There are thousands and thousands of surveillance cameras in Auckland and in New Zealand. So you will not see many policemen, but you will get tickets all the time that are recorded on surveillance video. Another common ticket is driving in the bus lane, which can be identified by this green pavement. Here's the final infringement we'll talk about. This blue sign with the P60 means that you can park for 60 minutes. But we get lots of parking violations, and we often see the surveillance photos showing when the missionaries entered and when they left, and it's pretty irrefutable. So in this case, the missionaries parked for 1 hour and 13 minutes, so they were 13 minutes over, and the fine was $65. So please be careful when you're parking. To avoid getting a parking infringement, check the allowable time and depart before the time limit expires. Okay, next, let's look at a few highlights from the Safety Zone video.
The Safety Zone is the only show dedicated to keeping our missionaries safe, secure, and healthy by using video replay and analysis.
Watch this.
Do you happen to get that pamphlet?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, we have to hurry.
Whoa, wait, stop!
What is it?
It's your water bottle.
Whoa!
Stop it! Stop!
Wait, why'd you freeze into the good part? Did she stop the car? I'm hoping that she used her muscles and good intentions, but I'm highly doubting that happened.
Unfortunately, this sister was struck. The 12th time something like this has happened in the last year.
12 times? This sister?
No, not this sister, worldwide.
Oh.
So you're saying backing is a #1 type of accident?
That's right. Oh, but I don't mean backing over your companion, though that really does happen sometimes. Usually the backer gets pinned between the car and something solid. But purely for accidents involving cars, backing is #1. Let's review what happened here and talk about the chain of bad decisions.
Chain of bad decisions?
Most serious accidents are the result of a chain of bad decisions. Break the chain by interrupting at any point and the accident might never happen.
Okay, we have to hurry.
What's the first thing you notice?
These sisters are in a hurry.
Right. They're running late, so their minds aren't really focused on the task at hand. Now watch this. Okay, link number 1 on the chain of bad decisions. In her rush, the driver leaves her water bottle on top of the car.
And here's the next link in the chain. Where is this sister's attention? Certainly not on the car, or she might have noticed the water bottle.
Okay, Spencer, what do you notice here? What's the next link in the chain of bad decisions?
I don't really notice anything. Oh, wait, hang on a second. You mean the seatbelt? She didn't put on her seatbelt.
Right. And if she had, she might have broken the chain later, as we will see.
This backing sister again, she's actually motioning to the driver while totally focused on that text message. I can't believe this.
Whoa, whoa, wait, stop.
What is it?
It's your water bottle.
The next link on a chain of bad decisions. What is the driver thinking about? Just one thing, her water bottle.
That kind of distraction can spell disaster. And now I see what you're talking about with the seatbelt. If she had to stop to take the seatbelt off, take that extra step, she probably would have noticed the car was still in gear.
And why doesn't her companion just come up and get the water bottle? She just stands and watches.
Right.
Whoa, hey, stop.
So a chain of bad decisions, the bottle, the cell phone, everything. If they would have stopped and broken the chain at any point, that poor sister in back might not have her leg in a cast today.
And the other would probably still have her driving privileges.
Distraction and disobedience. A chain of bad decisions. Those are elements of pretty much all auto accidents, not just backing.
Companion who didn't live up to his responsibilities as a co-driver.
That's a critical concept, a co-driver. Not just a passenger, but a co-driver. Our safest driving missionaries are those who act as a team, both watching for potential dangers. Here, watch this That's More Like It segment.
That's more like it.
Snappy.
Oh, watch the bike.
Oh, okay, good find right there.
Yep, nice catch.
There's a man walking through it. You're gonna be careful. Watch out for him.
Good awareness right there.
Oh, he lost his shoes, his slippers.
Does anybody else notice that they're driving on the left side of the road?
In this country, they drive on the left side. Left is right.
Okay, I'll try and wrap my head around that.
Left is correct.
Watch the taxi.
Ah, better.
And see, they both look over their shoulders. They wait for a car to pass. They're both in the game.
Now that's what I call teamwork.
Welcome back to the Safety Zone. Now let's find out what Spencer is thinking. What is he thinking?
Yeah, really, it's not about what I'm thinking, but what you're all going to think when you see what these two geniuses did. Hank, you ready with that clip?
Do you know where the phone is?
So these two were already driving too fast in a residential neighborhood when other clowards started looking for a lost phone. Undoes his seatbelt while the car's moving and climbs over the seat to look for the phone in the back.
There it is.
If that's not dangerous enough, he blocked the driver's view. They ran a stop sign and nearly hit another car, a police cruiser, no less. They were lucky, no accident, no injuries, but they were cited for excessive speed, running a stop sign, and failure to wear a seatbelt. Oh, and they lost their driving privileges.
Actually, that was a good clip to show. A good example of a bad example.
Oh, and I forgot one. They had a hefty fine that they had to personally pay.
Well, we've reached that point in the show. It's time for...
Recap, rewind.
Okay.
First up, you've got to be a licensed, authorized driver to operate any vehicle. Any mission vehicle, that is. You never drive someone else's car. Not a member's car, not someone you're teaching, nobody's car, ever.
Next, obey the traffic laws. Be just as obedient to traffic regulations as you should be to mission rules. This will not only keep you safe, but ensure that you make a positive impression as a church representative.
And please, please wear your seatbelt. I don't care if you're just driving to the mailbox or backing up a few feet. Put your seatbelt on and make sure your companion and any other missionary passengers do as well.
So speaking of backing, yeah, I know, you never used a backer before your mission, but guess what? You never drove a church-owned vehicle before either. You might think using a backer is silly, but on average, about 10 missionary vehicles get damaged every day of every week of every year. Millions of dollars of damage. And the majority of preventable accidents are associated with improper backing. So always use a backer. Always. And finally, don't drive drowsy. It's a form of driving impaired. You're not thinking straight and your reaction time slows. So don't be a danger to yourself, your companion, and others on the road. Pull over if you need a break. Just don't drive drowsy.
Thanks for joining us in the Safety Zone. We'll see you next time.